So the nice thing about we're learning SQL, and there's a previous video, there's a whole playlist. You can check the playlist out on YouTube, Todd McLeod Learn to Code. That's it. The nice thing about this is you can take each of these commands and drop them into, like we're using Postgres, and it's going to create this database. And so here we have, we created the database, we created two tables, and we inserted values into those tables. And so just right off the bat, I could start to look at what do I got. And so if I do L is going to list out my databases, and then if I do \C, I could switch into a database cooking, and then \D is going to list out my tables for details, give me the details of my tables. And so I can see I have recipe classes and recipes. So there's recipes and recipe classes. Well, I could start to select stuff. Select star from recipes, and I can see what's there. And I've got 10 items. And here I've inserted 10 items. The last one's sushi, so just making sure those are inserted. And we've got the ID, the title, and the class ID. And so I could do the next one, select, and if you want to follow this syntax, select star from that case, recipe, class, ID. No, I want recipe classes. So what class is, what type of food is burrito? What's its description? What's the description for burrito? Yeah, so burrito has recipe class ID 4, and recipe class ID 4 is Mexican. So you have that. Now, if we wanted to join those, we want to join those together, and so we're going to do an inner join because we have a connection here. How would we do that? So maybe we want to select stuff from two tables. Let me do this up this way. So there are my two tables. And maybe I want to select recipe title and recipe class description from, anybody want to talk me through it?
Recipe classes.
Yeah, baby.
Join.
So I could say enter join or join, but that's fine. Let's go with join.
Recipes. On. Recipes that. Recipe ID.
Let's keep just doing it left to right.
That recipe class ID. Equals recipes that recipe class ID.
Sweet. Super nice. Now if we look at our data up here, so that was the join. We connected it and we pulled things out from both tables. We look at our data here. We have how many descriptions? 15. And then up here, have we used them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We haven't used 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? And so a join is when we have sets. You need to start thinking in sets. A set of data. So what is a set of data? A table is a set of data. Or if you query something, like this is a set of data. Here's a set of data, right? Here's a set of data. So a set of data is just like the data that you kind of get back. And in your query, there can be different sets that you start to work with and do things to. And you can think of a set of data as like a circle. So if we have one set of data here represented by table 1, another set of data here represented by table 2, an inner join, or just aka also known as a join, is this. So show me stuff where they're matching, right? They share some value in common. Here's the value that's being shared in common. The value was, hey, I've got recipe class ID and recipe class descriptions, and I also have recipe class ID in recipes. This is where they're both equal, right? So it's this stuff. There's a value in common. A left join is going to be the value in common and anything over on the left set that's not in common. So that's a left join, okay? The value's in common and anything on the left that's not in common. A right join would be just the opposite. Everything in common, everything. What's the left, what's the right? Let's see that. Let's learn that.